I was gonna say, can a Nerd and Nomad just kind of reach out and grab him and like drag
Nomad
him
and
back?
Aaron command grab Shagrum and
I, okay, I'll grab Shagrum and be like, Shagrum, there is important work we must do here. What we do after it, what you do, is your call. But your assistance is required now.
Oh, you right, my bad.
Of course. And then I'll kind of like pat you in the back to get you to walk in front of me.
Nice to have you back, friend.
you guys all, I would say all of you are religiously knowledgeable enough to know that, like, to stand up against a div who tries to intimidate through physical force like this is to simply stare back stoically and not try to, like, instigate anything to show...
Fart.
You fart?
Yeah.
Just... And Big Brass just... Stinky. And he backs off.
Uh-oh.
And then you hear...
That's one counter. Large demon smelling you.
Stinky. Solid. So there you go, you got my name. Now I get yours.
It's a long story, but they call me Nomad.
Nomad is good. That's all I need. Big Brass, keep a lookout, alright? Don't want anyone snooping in on business. Big Brass just goes, and he kind of, and then he looks back and he goes, that one's stinky. Points at Shagrum, and he leaves. Stinky. You got what, like poisons? Toxins?
Oh, no, I tooted.
You tooted? You fucking tooted?
Oh, it just slipped out.
He'll pull out a cigarette and start smoking again.
Does it explode? Because like the gas.
He dies instantly.
His face blows up.
Well, great job, Shagger. Now we can't get our information.
Kind of like if you leave the gas on the stove too long, the whole square just fucking ignites.
Yeah. And does he want us to give him that money?
Yes.
Right. A moment, would you?
Of course. He'll turn around.
Okay. So how much money we got, fellas?
I have 146.
I have 170. How much, how much gold is
Shagrum.
I have, 705.
What the fuck?
Dude, he has a little bit of gold.
Damn, I didn't know I was hanging with some broke bitches out here. What the fuck?
Dude, that's more money than Zach could ever earn in any lifetime, bro. Make a diplomacy check, Shagrum.
And Naren is not aiding with this.
The Dr. Sumi look over and says, Mr. Tokia is a man of your own faith. Would you not be willing to donate all the money that you have to save a man of your own faith?
I mean,
I'm sure the Great One would look disfavorably upon such an act.
well,
And I mean, when you look at it, Shagam, even if you do give him the full 500, you'll still have more than both me and Nomad.
Can Shagram sit down, crisscross applesauce, cross his arms, and think really, really hard about this?
Absolutely.
Alright, that's exactly what he's gonna...
Probably later today? I believe so. So if you got any business, it's currently what? Noon? Concert starts at 9 p.m. You get this whole shit with the Firazi's done. You can talk to the big man. What, you know the big man?
In a roundabout sort of way.
Damn,
Yes.
look at you boys. Alright, well, what you want about him?
A favor.
What's up, Nomad?
That's all you need to know. For an information broker, you should know. Information is need to know.
Fair enough.
I'll nod and then walk back, and I assume Chagrin is still just thinking.
No, Ryong will look over and say, right, yeah. Firerazzi base, well, 2-3 miles if you head down this alleyway. Continue going straight. You'll see, we'll say a little red sign. It should say, pure bloods only. You ignore the fucking sign, you keep going. At that point, you're going to start seeing some, you're going to start feeling some heat. There's like a bit of some like lava forge down over there. Don't know what the fuck they're doing. Not my problem. But that's where you gotta go. Thanks for the 500 gold, gents.
Of course. It was a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Grana.
And he'll look at Dr. Isilme, kinda throws the cigarette butt away, and he'll walk away as you hear big brass kind of walking around you guys.
What an interesting man.
Involved. He got hurt. Said he'd throw all of Sin City on my ass if I did not patch him up, so I did. And I left Sin City. He's... I would like to believe he's a good man, but... criminal past keeps... haunting him. I don't think he will change. Some people don't. But some people do, for the better. That is what we can hope for.
Or for the worse.
In the worst case scenarios, absolutely. It's only up to you as the individual, and the support system you have around you, to make better of your own situations. Sometimes it goes...
Were it so simple, Doctor?
Never is. Well, that's just how life is, isn't it? I hope you get to turn and walk.
You, when William was in control, you two met Byleth.
Yes.
Before we leave the city, I need to see Byleth.
I know why. I remember William and Byleth talking. Something about separating mind and body.
It is imperative that we see him before we leave.
And I'll kind of like approach Nomad, kind of like put my hand on his shoulder, be like, "All right, Nomad, we'll visit Byleth before we leave Sin City. I know it's important to you."
I'm gonna just kind of grab your hand to take it off my shoulder. And just
And I'll take it off.
Good. And then just start walking where the doctor was. A couple of them, depending on how many check it out.
Okay. And how are you going to dispose of said camera?
Not as loud as a firearm, but it still might be loud. And then I'm going to point my fist at the camera. Use the ring of the ram.
Interesting. Interesting use of that.
And essentially, I just.
Yeah, what's your variant?
These would do all three actions, right? Just blast the shit out of the camera.
The entire building collapses. Just oh shit.
No, but I think it would a little too hard there. Actually, wait. What if the camera passes the fortitude save?
It will not. It will critically fail. I can assure you that. This is like some shitty, scrappy made camera that these Nazis made, dude.
Grim Hollow.
But you guys will watch as these three individuals exit out. Two of them clearly Firazis, and one appears to be a man with like a toolbox. He goes, "You fucking Firazis, I can't deal with any of you. You have shitty electronic repair quality here. Look at this." Kind of look at the camera and goes, "You see, why'd you make a fucking base here of all places? Kids like to toss rocks at this type of shit." And the guards just kind of look at each other and shrug. And say, "All right, just watch my back while I repair this fucking thing."
Damn, I can't believe this guy's gonna be acceptable losses. I'm gonna load a meteor shot into my gun. This isn't a joke. I'm loading it.
This is not a joke. I am a threat. Yeah, small swarm of meteors. As you guys watch, as he pulls out the 500 Magnum, shoots, and you see the little meteors just pepper all these guys in this alleyway. Ah! What else are you doing?
Dude, Asilne and Anair will like physically go, ooh.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
Ooh. I wouldn't want to be his enemy.
I wouldn't want to be patching him up.
That's a manipulate action, isn't it?
Correct.
Bitch.
Go ahead and throw a punch.
I like how we know all this stuff now.
Yeah, you will. I don't think he has a turn anymore.
Oh,
Bro.
How do you want to do this?
as he goes to grab it, I just want to take my hand and just grab his throat and just like tear it out.
Just, and the dude behind him is just. Ah! He can't hear himself.
Wait, did I even roll the punch? No,
You didn't roll the punch yet.
Hold on. Let's try that.
Good little balls, you know. Okay, that would hit. So,
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, take the first one.
The first damage, brother.
I already took the first damage. It's okay.
Okay, cool.
That's gonna hit.
This is a goddamn
The
American
bar.
classic.
How do you want to do this?
Yes!
I imagine as it's like turning the corner and trying to squeeze, for a brief moment, there's a moment where all the heads line up. And I want to get a collat with some 30-06.
Like Sniper Elite. And
Fucking see the 3D X-ray.
through the goat head, through the lion head, through the red dragon head, slams into the wall and collapses.
We're just gonna be like, Nomad, like, you don't need to do
I
that.
will take the enfeebled. Fuck you. I'm throwing him in this lava.
I'm gonna say that is a natural 19. Khalid will grab you. And he's gonna stop you. And he's gonna look at you straight. He's gonna look at you, Nomad. He's gonna say, "You put the boggart down, or I'm gonna make sure William comes back."
Doctor, I have not known you long. I have no qualms about splattering your head across this floor.
Many men have tried, Nomad. I would welcome you to the challenge. What are the two of you doing?
Does the
Don't
bogger
touch
like
my friend.
Yeah, he's on the edge of it.
I'm gonna wait. Is he still grabbed?
He's
Like
still
the
grabbed.
boggart?
Yeah.
We don't need witnesses. The engineer's already
Does-
an unfortunate thing. We go in here, we need to deal with the cameras. Once that's done, we can't let this one tell anyone we were here.
Does the boggart look frightened? Like,
Yeah, he's like pissing his pants right now.
Doctor, this is not unnecessary cruelty. It's a means to an end.
Khalid's just looking at you with a pleading look. And Aaron.
Anair will go to the pinged. Anair's gonna go to the boggart and kind of like, I guess, kind of like go like face to face and be like, "Look, you either die here, or you leave, and this never fucking happened." Which do
Make
you
an
choose?
intimidation or a diplomacy check.
Well, I think you already know I'm gonna roll.
Bye.
I think that should have a +1, or at least after this whole scenario.
Yeah,
So let's say it's a 25. The boggart will go, "Yeah, no, I'm out of here. I'm leaving Sin City."
can I roll? Do I have to roll perception to see if he's like being truthful?
Yeah, roll perception.
Okay. I'm seeing him. Eyes of the gamer, don't fail me.
Yeah, he is at an existential threat. So he is like, be 100%. You get the feeling he's gonna just skip out of dodge.
Nomad, he's quite literally almost shitting himself. Just let him go. We can take him at his word.
I'll drop him.
I need you to make. I need you to. Oh, not into the lava. Okay, I was gonna say.
I mean, I had to
Khalid was ready.
I had to specify that because I was like, wait, hold on.
He will drop, and Khalid will tap him with the sword cane, and he'll run.
If anyone hears of this, I'm ripping out your damn spine.
He's running. He bumps into the wall. And tries to run around.
Come on. We've got a priest to save. And
Khalid looks at you, Nomad, and he sheathes his sword, and he puts the gun away. He'll walk past you and Shagram.
A surprising grip on the doctor.
Noted for when I have to kill him later.
They're basically, it's a very basic terminal. It's offline, so it's only hooked up to the camera, which is now like very badly damaged. But again, it does record all of it. It's
Yeah,
like basically on the desktop. It's like all on the desktop essentially.
So all the recordings are there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's a whole asphalt terminal, right?
Yeah,
Can I just pick up the terminal and throw it in the lava?
you can.
Yeah, I'll look at it and just go, all right, and then just grab it and just toss it into the lava.
You toss it into lava and he goes, "Well, that is one way to resolve that issue."
He's getting a doctor's salary. Are you kidding me?
Well, if
Yeah,
we're
no,
doing
they're not gonna
if
take
we're
the
doing
money.
the fate thing, then Chagrin shouldn't get it.
Yeah, it should be a Naren and Nomad getting all the money.
Actually,
Hey, bro, I'm-
you're a king. You have the riches of a royal family.
Not
Yeah,
at the
dude.
moment. I have 100 and
He's
I have the
Hey,
funny
I need
number.
compensated.
No, you don't.
I paid 500 gold for this information.
Hey, you didn't have to. We could have split it, but you just kind of went up and just kind of paid it off.
I'm gonna say
and we're
I'm gonna say
whatever.
Mamthon goes, "I will distribute this gold for the three of you equally."
Thank you, Manfredon. That's very kind of
But
you.
I want more gold, and I strangle him. No, no.
Wait a minute. You're right. More gold is good. I help you strangle him and I take his money.
Damn.
Ah, I
Shadow
think,
closes his eyes. He can't see anything.
oh, I think I finally see eye to eye to you with you, Nomad. This is quite fun.
Shadow closes his eyes, puts his hands over his ears, and says, "You know evil, you know evil."
Or the authenticity of your vocal cords makes me think. At least the head is organic, but the rest remains to be seen.
Any other assumptions?
Kind of. At this point, he actually steps forward and looks at you in a way that's more analytical than you would have expected. And he'll say, "You may be wearing the mask, but you speak like a man whose motives are for another." He doesn't say anything else, he just sits down.
I like to imagine I kind of had like a half smile and it'll drop at that.
It was a dark time. Androids were used for slave labor. Androids were used for war.
Some might argue that's the optimal use. It would keep organics out of the line of danger.
What of you? Your profession would be no different from what they would have placed you in centuries ago. Are you content in this line of work, or is that simply something you are programmed to enjoy?
With that line of thought, can I truly be content? Do I have free will?
You find yourself with a desperado. Do you not have any other goals or ambitions outside of this organization?
They made me. And I do what I am told.
I'm going to get some rest now. It's not a hypothetical, I'm going to do it.
It's just, please take it. Please take
Oh,
a
my
long
back.
rest.
I'm joking with you, I'm physically fit.
Look physically fit.
For a priest, could do a little bit more with exercising.
Yeah. it's like the fucking meme was like, it's okay, Grandpa. It's okay, Grandpa. Go to
Let's
bed.
get you to
now.
bed, let's get you to bed.
Let's get you.
Did with him
Yes.
being awoken.
Are you able to get into contact with him?
He has shut himself off for the moment.
Do you know of any way to, I guess, reawaken him?
No. He never was supposed to be awake.
Oh,
Consciously seeking him out is difficult.
I see.
But I ask a favor of you.
Yes, Nomad.
William has been interesting company. Observing him and speaking to him the few times I had. It is unfortunate to see such a good soldier reduced to this. That... I would say I'd hold you to that, but I suppose I won't have any way of knowing.
You only have my word.
I've watched you, and I've watched you through William. You're not a very good liar. And I'll stand up and shake your hand.
And I'll stand up too, and then, you know, nod and go back to my recliner.
I'll slowly start like putting away all my shit off the table, and if you need me, I will. I suppose I will just be here. And I'll just kind of like sit on one of the beds and just lay back and just stare at the ceiling.
I'll let you know when it comes close to 9.
Acknowledged.
It would be in good fairness for me to encourage that behavior.
Well, I simply do what the Great One commands me to. And usually, in my meantime, I'm simply trying to learn things. Find out the inner machinations of all these letters and words I keep seeing in the dust, in the water, on the walls.
Right.
This poor fucking housekeeper.
She'll kind of approach and she'll kind of like gesture you to follow along her. She's going to walk down the hall. She goes, I'm sure you can explore many more interesting areas around the hotel and the city. But for now, let me lead you back to your room.
What pain it is.
Oh, I imagine so, right?
Yeah. Everybody's, well, not everybody, but it seems like everybody's hearing these whispers. And now, there's higher powers at work behind them. And it turns out they want us to do other things now. It's
Right.
just a right mess.
Absolutely, sir. And at this point, you guys will stop at the front door. She'll say, "You're here. Thank you, Mr. Shagram. I hope the rest of the stay of the hotel is to your liking." And she'll begin to walk away.
Goodbye, pretty lady.
She'll wave goodbye.
Open the door and enter.
Shagram, you're back. On the menu.
There's a lot of seafood tonight.
Shagram,
It's
do you
all
like
free.
fish?
It's all free because Khalid paid for you guys.
Wait,
Wait, that ass?
Yeah,
How much is that?
it doesn't say. It's part of the room. It's part of the room service.
complimentary?
Yeah, it's all complimentary. This is
Does
a
it say
bougie.
so on the menu?
Yeah, this is a bougie ass hotel. He rented you guys out for it.
Yeah, I guess an will like pick up the phone before he dies. Be like, Shagram, here's the menu. Do you want anything?
How expensive is it?
Prices aren't listed. From my knowledge, it's complimentary with the room.
I'm going to sit up. Get one of everything.
Real shit.
Hey,
The Silver Haunt, I sleep. Seafood?
Complimentary room service.
you know,
Real
if
shit.
Kalita
All right.
had a nice pitch of your finest orange juice and lemonade.
Of course.
It's just magics.
And that will be coming up soon, give or take, say 30 minutes to an hour.
You're lovely. Thank you very much.
Thank you for attending the Sinful Sleep Hotel. And she'll hang up the line.
I'm gonna hang up. Is the doctor within telepathic range?
He is.
Don't let him know. Just in case it gets charged to him, then it would be quite a humorous
It'd be
situation.
very funny. I'd feel bad though. You know,
was-
we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, won't we?
Exactly. It was his decision. to make this all complimentary.
I like the way you think.
Food as you can before meeting the bigger man himself.
Yes.
The paper
Please,
said
join
it
us.
was complimentary.
Oh well. And he'll sit down, and you guys watch as like 30 people come inside and they start placing like a lot of like
How big is this fucking room?
you see like they brought in like a big like folded like banquet table, like small banquet table, and they start putting down all the food there, and like about like 10 plates.
Is the priest sleeping through all of this?
Oh, the priest is kind of like halfway. He's like half awake. He's like, what's with the
Oh yes, no.
is that shrimp?
Dude,
Yes,
if I woke up and suddenly there was a whole ass seafood banquet, I would just...
I'd come.
Yeah, me too, honestly.
Yeah, she breaks the one crab arm, and she starts like, she exposes like a little bit of like the whiter meat inside. She goes, the actual good stuff's inside. She'll begin to, I guess, suck up the meat and start chewing. But
What kind of shoes is she wearing?
What?
What?
I'm playing a Naren, guys. This is things he notices.
This is what flanderization does to a character.
Look, man.
what color are her feet?
We're trying to have a nice dinner moment.
Hey,
and you're
hey,
going...
we are having a nice dinner moment, but hey, this is hey, I should have asked this earlier. And that's on me. That's on me. I should have asked it earlier when I encountered her in the hallway.
She's eating crabs, sucking the meat out, and you go, how's her feet situation?
It's her
I just
grabbing.
wanted-
It's her grabbing the leg and going. And you're like,
I wish that was me and I was the toes.
Too much, you know. Going over my caloric intake.
Of course, I have been examining the food, tasting it carefully to know how it tastes.
You hear him zip up the satchel with where he placed the pills inside.
But I'm curious if those fiery pills alter what you're tasting. I assume it would. Pills are not a very tasty thing.
He does not respond to you. He will just look to you and he'll say, "You're an observant nomad.
I think it's
You will need
fair.
you will need those skill sets for later, I'm sure."
I think it's fair to be observant and to ask questions when you seem to know so much about us.
A doctor must keep his profile on kings, shamans, and psychopaths.
Psychopath. That's a surprising choice of word.
For an obvious psychological profile, it is the most apt use of the word.
Not an exaggeration, but a medical gnosis.
An accurate one at that.
Is such a thing apt for artificial intelligence?
Indeed. You may not know it, or perhaps that information is classified. Androids and automatons have been known to display emotions. I assume you lack that. He'll stand up.
We're leaving so early. The concert.
Not yet.
Yeah,
But it's
how
better.
long
It's better to
how
leave
long-
at 7:30.
How long does it take to get there?
30 minutes, give or take. You let the front attendants know. The
How
bearded devils.
How popular are his concerts? Should we be concerned about crowds?
Absolutely. But if you follow me, you will take the routes that is most likely to avoid some of the ongoers, worshippers, cultists, fans. They'll tear you up. They're vicious.
Very
Understandable.
And he'll walk out and say, "At the front lobby, gentlemen, when you are finished."
Of course.
I'm sorry you're not able to attend the full concert, but
I mean, you know, stuff happens.
absolutely, and you guys are busy. I understand, you know. And he kind of looks around. He goes, sorry about the lack of drinks. import them to my good old son. You know, he said his guild was lacking some good beverages, so I was like, take it from here, why not?
I mean, makes sense.
Water is fine.
Yeah, water's always a safe bet.
Absolutely,
Who's,
water is what connects us all.
Who's your son?
My son? I have multiple sons. The one that contacted me, Solace. Yeah, he's hanging out with some
Motherfucker! God damn it! Harry fucked the demon king's son. Do you think Solus told his dad like that? Do you think Solus told his dad that?
Harry fucked too?
So he's just reading something. He's just kind of ignoring Byleth.
That's good.
Right. Right. The good doctor, he introduced me to I don't know if you're going to be ever reaching Elysium, but if you do, there's a beautiful, beautiful Azata woman, raven-haired, eyes of amber, absolutely stunning. And he kind of looks in the like almost like in the distance in wonder. He goes,
Who are you talking about exactly?
it's nothing. Anyhow.
Well,
No.
I mean, no, you made it just sound so wondrous and enchanting. I'm curious, you know.
I wouldn't want to ruin the surprise. If you ever do meet her, her personality will say more than anything my words will ever describe her as.
You know what? I'll take your word for it.
Is everything all right? Am I dying today?
No, that's no, not today.
Ideally, not today.
Ideally, I'd rather go away to my sleep with my grandchildren around me.
That's quite nice.
Are you leaving?
I will approach an errand.
Nomad?
Remember what I told you. And what we shook on.
Of course.
I will now head over to Shagrum. Shagrum.
Yeah.
Time for me to leave. And I do not know if I will return. So I suppose this is goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
You have been interesting company. I quite enjoyed having you around.
You too, friend. You too.
I'll stick a hand out for a handshake.
I'm gonna give you a big ol' hug.
I'll return it. Do not worry, Doctor. The psychopath is leaving.
For the better.
So, perhaps.
I hope William has left a better impact on you.
Perhaps. Goodbye. And I will leave.
You guys will watch as Nomad will walk out of the rubbled entrance of the VIP room. He will be gone. Mr. Anaran, should the time come, I will help you. I will be there at Karhai.
I look forward to it, my friend. You've been good company.
Mr. Shagrum?
Doctor?
May the Great One keep this company safe, you understand? Give them good prayers.
Of course.
Look to Prince Ariel, he'll bow. He'll say, may the gods be with you.
Oh, and Dr. Cooley, don't forget, I won't forget our promise. I'll have an orange reserved just for you.
I appreciate that, Mr. Anaran. Farewell, Arcturus. You breathe a sigh of relief now that the difficult leg of the journey is over. You have the priest with you. You are reunited with Prince Ariel, and the next leg of the journey awaits you in Jericho. For what purpose? Prince Ariel does not know yet, only that he knows that it is important part of his dreams. But you guys know that it is to unite with the fledgling god Haldir. As the tram picks up speed very quickly, you're going at around like 100 miles per hour at this point.
Cool.
You are speeding through the underground and appear to be rising up as the city of Jericho awaits for you next. And that is where we'll conclude the session.
Oh, we're going
and this
straight
campaign.
to Jericho.
Straight to Jericho.